Upcoming. Is it not working? There we go. All right, title looks good. Now we just gotta check to see if the audio was good. All right, awkwardly talking to the mic just to see if I can hear some feedback from the listener side. Tends to be how these things go. A little too loud. All right, and let me just go ahead and shut that off. Last thing I want to try is the chat. Is it working? So it pops up there, but won't show up on. There we go. Or chat test. Test chat? Chat test? Testing chat? Probably. Alright, let's it looks like it's working. So let's get into it. I hopefully this is, I don't know how much time I have left playing the game, but hopefully we're close to finishing it because I kind of want to play something else. But I kind of want to finish this as well. So, let's see, anything else I need to do? Pop that there. Stream, test chat. We're good. All right. What the hell? You know, I was wondering where these guys were. And the fact that he just didn't do anything, I was just standing there the whole time, and I I bumped into him, and that's what caused him. Like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. Like, he must have been sleeping on the job or something. I don't know. And that's it's a beautiful way to die. Thank you. Just to be sure. All right. Well, that explains the sound I heard. That was super close to me because he was right on top of me. Or what's this? Gate fuse. Is there any realistic use of the stomp mechanic? Even when they're on the ground and mash the stomp, doesn't really seem to do any type of damage. Right, I don't know, I'll swap to that. That's empty. So, I was talking to my brother yesterday about the game, and one thing I was mentioning that doesn't really add to the experience, and it just seems like a pointless mechanic. I know I start the stream complaining already, but I gotta say it, is why are the weapons on like different, I don't know my gun terminology, so I'm sorry if I get this wrong, but different grips to where you can't hot swap to, and I'll get back to playing as soon as I get this off my chest, but you can't hot swap to like your tactical pistol to your skunk gun because they're on the same grip. Whereas you can hot swap from the skunk to the riot or the assault rifle. And it's, I don't even want to say it's a neat design feature, it's just a feature that's there that seems pointless. Like I don't see any real reason aside from restricting the player from whatever tactical approach they might have. You know, because like starting off when I got the skunk gun upgrade, I'm pretty sure that was the first one. I was like, oh, I can swap weapons, and you gotta take the weapon off, put the weapon on. And then after I got the riot gun, and that's when it taught me that you can quick swap your weapons, but you can really only quick swap so far from, well, for the longest since I only had the riot guns, to tactical, skunk, the hand cannon. That's the only two options you got for quick swap. Long story short, it's a feature that's in the game that seems utterly pointless. Like completely pointless, unless I'm missing something. But I'm gonna play the game now. I'm stop complaining. But no, it does suck though, because like my assault rifle's almost out of bullets, and my tactical has a few shots, but I can't like you know, swap back to my hand cannon once I run out of bullets from my other weapons. But that's what we got. But yeah, I was thinking once I finish this, let's see first. Oh, hi. Nice. Wait, what did I get? Did I pick up credits or something? I honestly know if I got anything from one of those lockers just now. Alright, health injector. Have a united day. Honestly, now that we're getting into late game, I kind of regret getting the upgrade. Almost feel like I should just buy ammo instead. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and buy ammo. I don't really, because surprisingly, I'm getting tight on bullets. Surprisingly, and I would go about upgrading the damage to the guns, but I mean the damage increase doesn't seem that significant. And of course, it could scale completely different from what I'm expecting or what's being shown. But it's just like, do I want to spend 1,500 for such a small boost to damage, or would I rather just upgrade my ammo? So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Skunk gun upgrade is all the way up there. Then the swarming rounds are already up there as well. What about the stun baton? Like a low attacks for block enemy final attack quickly opens. You know what? That's only 300 bucks. I can just grab that. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Craftsmanship. A tier. And then increased velocity. Get that too. That's 300. Nice. All right. Yeah. Pretty well done. All right. So for ammo, we're gonna go with honestly the skunk gun. Kind of inconsistent when I'm fighting some of the bosses in terms of the damage output, but that seems to be the hardest hitter so far. So gonna go with that. Right, the tactical pistol. Like the pricing is kind of wonky, but yeah, I wish I could just craft these in bolts instead of or bulk. Read it in one by one. It's gonna be here for a minute. Quality is pretty good, but it's not much of competition so far. And there is no buy in bulk option. So. What can I say? I know my taste. Shotguns. I really like shotguns after playing a lot of Gears of War back in the day. Like going back to what I was talking about with the weapon swaps, it's like I would buy ammo for the hand cannon, but can't really quick swap to the hand cannon. And the assault rifle. Let's go with the assault rifle. Now we had 12 rounds before we purchased this, so how much do I get on a purchase? About 20. Blocking counterattacks. Hold down the left stick to block an enemy attack. A successful block attack will result in a much less damage. After blocking, look for opportunity to return attack. Low attacks will damage and knock enemies down. Maybe that's where stomps will come into play. Watch the game's like, if you just upgraded your melee skill tree properly, then the complaints you have earlier, they would have been solved completely. We'll see. I'm gonna buy one more. I actually should have checked to see how much storage I have, because I just been buying them. But I doubt I'm close to using my inventory. We got 60 there, about 8 for the skunk, 1 for the tactical. Let me do that. Go ahead and sell that. Skunk gun, assault rifle, health injector. Gonna keep the battery. Get some more skunk ammo. Needless to say, I learned my lesson of surprise boss fights with very little bullets. Especially for boss fights where you have no chance to melee them. Or any realistic chance to melee them. I'll buy 1 more skunk and 1 more assault rifle. To replay this, like, that's all I've been doing. All right. Un momento, por favor. I forgot to do the proper thing is want to be content creator, share to your social channels. Failing miserably. All right. Before there, and I'm going. One thing I do want to see real quick. I got the capacity, stability, magnum rounds. And then the capacity. Let's start off on that. Yeah, I'm just not. I want to say I get it, but I'm not a fan of the sticky floors. All right, something gonna pop out of the chest again. Is there anything in here? Yeah, so yeah, that's all I got to say. I am like eternally seething at the moment because I'm just like it's not even enjoyable at this point for something just to pop out of chest and nothing, and I can just call it easily. Oh shit. Alright. So we need to find another battery. We have a lot of stage hazards around here. Oh, good God. You son of a bitch. Ah, shit. I'm stuck right now. Is the ground sticky? Is that why I can't move? I'm trying to run, but okay, there we go. watch out because things about to explode behind me. And yeah. I deserve that one. Ooh. I will say the two-head boss is mini boss is not an enjoyable fight. What happened to the wait? What? Did it just get stuck in the environment and then when I launched it, it just flung itself into what it was stuck in? Oh my gosh. Give me them credits, boy. Alright, let's try this again. Let's try this. There we go. You know what suck? Alright, so I was gonna go for the melee previously, but saw the exploder coming up to me and I want to get blown up in the middle of shit. Doing my melee. God damn it. What the yeah, I mean it's not even a hard fight, it's just very boring. Not to say that's why he died or anything like that, but not to make any excuses, but it's just like, man, I don't want to fight you right now. And then you get one shot, so if you get the timing off with the shooting and dodging, he's like I did, get fucked. Okay, there we go. Oh, let's try this again. I got him. It's like every time I retarget it, it throws my aim off a little bit. But yeah, this is why I just don't like fighting this guy, because he's beefy and there's nothing else I can do in terms of interacting with the fight. This is dodge. Whoops. I thought that was an auto sequence. That's why I let go of the controller for a second to scratch my neck. Ah. Say this stun baton's pretty sturdy though. It almost sounds like someone's behind me, but I'm already low on bullets. Ah, great. Alright, anything worthwhile around here? Wonder if I don't think I'd be able to push him into the fan. Can't grab him, and he doesn't really flinch when you shoot him, so wouldn't really be able to do much. Because there's so many environmental hazards in this room. I kind of wonder if I could have done something differently with the fight or not. Heal up before I push on. Well, you know, it's just weird that I've fought the two heads multiple times now, and God, fuck, and that wasn't a screen, guys. Like, God damn it, I'm tired. It's like they're not even full of good items anymore. It's just deep breaths, man, deep breaths. But as I was saying, like, we fought these two heads multiple times now. Why have you not diversified it and like, hey, here's a security drone? Speaking of security,
defensive systems powering down.
But in the second I said security, but why can't I fight one of those security drop? Wait, what about? Oh, she powered them down from. I thought it was just like a temporary thing. But like, I fought the two head. Now I fought the two head again, and it's not like the security bots are any less tanky, but at least it's a bit more of a different play choice. Like, I can't fight them heads up or head on because they'll just mow me down, so I gotta duck behind cover. Again, not trying to say it's the best style of combat, but it's different versus fighting two head and you just dodge, shoot, dodge, shoot, dodge, shoot, melee when you can, you know. All right.
The lab at the heart of the prison.
Indeed.
Experimenting on the prisoners. Figures. How long are they doing this?
What's that?
Looks like they were trying to see how long it takes to turn into those things.
Now, I did miss some of the dialogue when they're saying they found like one person who was able to withstand the mutation, and I guess that was the boss dude that we fought. I'm assuming that was him.
Hey, what are you doing? I said, what are you doing?
It's only an inhibitor to slow the rate of infection.
You said you could cure her.
I can, with your help. Do you have to trust me? You're wasting time.
Give her the shot.
All right, fine, do whatever you need to do.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The sooner I finish this game, the better, because I would like to play something else, and I want to get through this so I can finally get through it. But then,
I have no idea what happened on Europa.
I'll listen to this cutscene real quick before I mumble on and forget what's being said or miss what's being said.
Are you sure you really want to?
Yes!
As you wish.
What did you do to me?
Gave you what you wanted. The curse of knowledge.
Do I get power up?
It's linked with hers now. Or at least it will be once the sync is complete. The data won't transfer immediately, but her memories will fill in the gaps, give you the answers you seek.
Okay, just tell me how we can cure her.
You can use this to synthesize an antidote, but you'll need to extract a sample from the warden's elk.
This is what?
Is that for whatever his name?
Madness. His ridiculous protocol.
They said it.
During the original outbreak,
This what happened to Callisto part.
known as
Oh, we're on Callisto.
Subject
In this protocol.
demonstrated a unique ability to synthesize the biophage, to control it.
Yeah, I heard in the recording something about bigger, stronger.
The next phase of human evolution.
Was that the guy we just fought? Or not him, but
Marcus sterilization.
an example of what's capable.
The warden seeks to replicate the conditions of the original outbreak, hoping to recreate Subject Zero as Subject Alpha.
Well, releasing the virus into prison?
As he would say, evolution doesn't happen in a lab, it happens in the wild.
God,
Sequel baiting.
Dating back centuries, they seek to control the progress of human. She's waking. Be careful, Jacob. Once synthesized, the antidote will contain the only pure essence from his alpha. He'll want it more than anything. It's the key to all he seeks. I played my part in all of this as well. There's no escape for me. Black iron is where I belong.
Well, I hope you don't go and get yourself in danger. Terrible was like, you gotta save me now, Jacob. I'm like, bro, why you ain't just stay in the room with the security system active?
What happened? Where am I?
It doesn't matter. We got what we need. Now let's go finish this. Come on.
He said it. But yeah, all right. Now that that's done, but
Like something's inside my
in terms of what I'm gonna hop over to next, horror game Signalis that my buddy told me about. A lot of energy converters, and then I was thinking about hopping back into Cuphead because I never finished that and getting destroyed a lot. So add a lot more variety. So I'm not just. What's that? Oh hey, see, I was just thinking to myself, when's the next time we're gonna see him?
See what?
Well, yeah, that's what's gonna be on the the list of things to play once I get through Callisto, Signalis, Cuphead, and Monster Hunter Rise is gonna be coming to Xbox, so I'll definitely be doing a bit of streaming of that. Probably do some Destiny streams, but I think I'll look back and see how many days we got to the new season. But I think I'm gonna step away from Destiny just a little bit, play something else, and then the last 30 days try to get my season pass cleared out, see how many challenges I can clear and the moments of triumph. But yeah, I just wanna finish this game already because it's frustrating me, and not in the good. You're getting your butt destroyed in like Sekiro or Cuphead, and you're like, man, I'm losing because I suck. It's like, no, the mechanics are just not fun to deal with,
So
and the combat is
last
very
thing I remember is those robots
boring.
jumping us.
Mahler's helping us get the cure.
And you trust her?
Don't got a choice.
I was like, there we go. Let's say something.
Yeah. Same
You know, you're in the last level when you get to the nice part. It reminds me of the lab in Resident Evil 2.
What is all this?
This is definitely not the UJC.
Who is it?
Well, never mind. There's dead bodies here too. Man, dude was just trying to do his job, being a security guard, and he ain't deserve that, man. But since they finally hinted at his dead co-pilot again, I really hope they do something meaningful with it. And they've honestly been disappointing me all the way up to this point. Oh, that's clever.
Danny, where are you?
Shotgun. Well, yeah, I still say the visuals are pretty good in this game. I just wish the performance was better and consistent, and the game wouldn't crash whenever I try to play at 60. So I'm stuck playing at 30 FPS right now.
Let me go. Look at it.
You look at it.
What are you talking about? To see. What do you got there? What we got here is none of our business.
So he knew about it
Come on.
to begin with.
Job to do.
Okay. Or not exactly what he was carrying, but that there was a secret compartment under the boxes.
This was our fault.
What? What?
No, 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 no,
Removing your mask kind of
no.
seems counterproductive. It's not like you changed your environment. I don't know anymore. I'm sorry.
I tried to protect you. You didn't deserve it.
Your uncle wasn't a terrorist attack. They doctored the footage to cover up what they were planning to test the black iron.
So is this one of the areas we had
The
dropped?
cargo that we transported played a part in both. I could have stopped this. But I didn't.
Well, I mean,
You made the wrong choice. Now how are you gonna make it right?
I see what they're trying to go for, but unless he knew what it was that he was transporting, like obviously you're still gonna.
What's wrong? I can't.
Yes, you can. We're almost there.
No. I can feel it. Hear it. In my head.
Up to the subtitles.
You stay here. I'm gonna come back when I get the cure.
I know this is.
Make him pay for what he's done.
The story is. I don't know. The story is just all over the place. I'm gonna be honest. That's nice little room, but like, I know it's not supposed to cure her, of course, but you give the to slow down the process, and then you kind of just, not gonna say it made it pointless, but you kind of made it pointless because she's still suffering. She's like, I'm changing anyway, and like obviously it slows down the process, but I don't know. If you introduce the effects we're wearing off later, I can understand, but not even a few minutes after giving her the dose, it's like, it's not really working like you thought it would. JK, I'm just like, what you? It's like watching an anime. They kill off a character, they come right back. I was like, you kind of removed the whole purpose of killing them off. But yeah, with him feeling guilty about transporting the cargo, like I said, naturally any person would feel guilty just saying that they had some part to play, but the perspective I'm having at the moment, the way I'm viewing it is, I can't, how can I put it? I don't really like the idea of him feeling bad despite knowing the fact that he didn't know what he was doing, right? So that's where I'm just like, you guys, like, what are you gonna do, Jacob? Make up for your mistakes. And it's like, it's not like he knew exactly what he was transporting, no? Or the purpose of it. He just had a job to do, you know? Again, I understand any person would naturally feel guilty, but it's the way they're trying to push it and pin it on him that I just don't really, I can't really get behind. That's what I'm trying to say. So we'll see. Because now I'm kind of going back and forth when there's like, you did this, Jacob. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then you show that he knew the hidden compartment or the cargo under the medicine, air quote medicine. So like you did and you didn't know. I'm confused on which part are you being genuine about and which part you're not being genuine about. I don't know. But nonetheless, the story up to this part has just been good. Okay, but yeah, the story is so far just been all over the place. And okay, explosive canister in the middle of a hallway. But no, the environment was pretty. What's this?
The greater risk is in failing to act, especially when the commonality is finally within our grasp. And right on time. The approaches.
Is that supposed to be the
Survivor.
the Court of Owls or something?
Solitarius. Where's the Alpha? Just give me the goddamn antidote. I'm not gonna let her die. Your friend. I've been watching you. You and your so-called friend. You're not the innocent you claim to be. You've proven that you'll do just about anything to ensure your own survival.
Who the hell are you?
You, huh? Watching people die for
Just echoing waves. Yeah.
You are
Say it again.
protocol isn't
It's about evolution.
Our future lies out there. Our destiny. But we were not built for life in space. This fragile shell holds us back. We have to evolve if we are to survive.
Hmm.
And now you'll all see why. Proof that my methods are worth the risk.
Final contest.
Final contest to determine
Homeboy. I knew he's gonna walk in here.
or my hour.
See, the reveals is not. The reveals is horrible because of the fact that you fought this guy before this.
At first I thought this was a curse, but then I realized it is a gift.
Yeah.
Has opened my eyes, shown me my path.
I like you barely hanging on there, fam.
I'm gonna show you.
What did I do to this man? I really don't know what I did to this man for him to be that shitty at me. Alright, I want to see if I can use a new counter feature. I'm gonna pause for a second because I got this feeling of like I don't want to play right now because I'm just like, man, it's exactly like the first time you fought him. Exactly the first time. So hopefully something changes. Maybe he'll morph after I do enough damage and then we go to stage 2. But it's just so like the reveal would be the reveal would have worked if this was his first time we encountered him. But he came out of nowhere the first time you fight him, and he was like, "Ha! Now you're gonna fight my alpha." I was like, "I already seen you, and you doing this dramatic reveal like this is my first time seeing you." I'm not running. I'm just shifting oddly to the left and right. And I thought his combo was done, so I died. I'm talking all the trash possible and still dying, but you know, I'm just critique. I mean, let me try to. The fight is really boring. Whoop. Or what'd I do? Your eel was broken? Is that what this is? This is just, I don't know, man. Coming off of God of War with their boss fights, and now at this, just dodging lazily to the left and right, it feels bad, man. It feels really bad. Oh shit, sorry. Like I'm really. It's like that feeling when mom's like, "We gotta go somewhere." You're just like, "I don't want to get off this couch because I don't want to go." That's how I kind of feel fighting this boss right now. I'm just like, I don't want to fight this dude right here, right now, but here we are. Look, the warden could be saying something in the background just to, you know, spice things up a bit. You could have the Court of Owls people just making some type of conversation, some commentary, like at the FGC tournament or something.
No one to save you now.
Let Ferris with the throne.
Tricks. Escape this time.
Get shot. Yeah, he's morphing it. Oh, please don't turn into a fucking two-head. No, but yeah. Stab him in the toe. Stab him in the foot. I don't know which one's the toe. There you go. Check on him. Wait, where did this explosion come from? Where did the fire come from? What did I miss? No, what did I miss? What happened to the? Bro, why is there fire? Why is there fire everywhere? What happened? Bro, what's? I don't even know anymore. And I'm guessing if I get hit one time. All right, the room's open, so let me run away from him. I know there's an explosive canister outside. But no, seriously, what happened? Why his room is on fire? It was burning before he did his mega roar. Trying to pick up the canister, but I gotta turn my back to him. Go between the legs. Yeah, I can't keep blocking because I hope there's another explosive canister up right there. I might have missed him. Ah shit, now he's got his shield back up. Oh hey. Shit, I cannot take any damage right now. I did not want to do that. But at least I get to see this happen. Do it. Do it. That part of me did not take pleasure that. Okay, maybe I did a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. So again, where'd the fire come from? Kind of all over, yeah. I think I hit him. Just run very slowly. Now he's hauling ass behind me. Or the better course of action is to use the canisters once the shield's down, or shit. And I gotta look out for the exploder guys. Or haven't I did enough damage? God damn it. And I can't heal up, so I'm probably gonna die on this one. Shit. At least I can do a proper melee against this guy. So when I do run out of ammo eventually, I got something. Never mind. Caster. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Yep. At least it's something different than what the two-head boss was, but shit. Kind of hate that the menu button is the up button because I open it up by accident sometimes. Or is that canister? Alright. I'm gonna make my way towards the canister, so when I break his shield, I can launch it. And I'm stuck. Is his face exposed? Yeah. No! Son of a bitch. Where's another one at? Where the fuck is he? I panicked a little because I don't know where he went. Which is actually kind of scary because I don't see him. Why? Tactical, pistol, ammo. It is the worst gun I could be getting ammo for right now. Thank you for the health at least. Why am I getting the energy packs? I can't throw anything at them. What am I stuck on? Oh shit. Would I just get more ammo magically? Rifle ammo. Vault over. There we go. God damn it, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, at this rate, I'm either gonna die Trying to projectiles or something else. Unless I just can't go any below this. No, looks like I can. Or we win. We actually won. Just awkwardly walks over him. You stab him in the eye?
Hold on, Danny. You think you've beaten us? Ferris was weak, an imperfect vessel.
Please let me fight at the boss, because I ain't got the supplies for it.
A centuries-old dream. That's not failure, Mr. Lee. That's progress. And it belongs to me. No, I don't think so. Please. This is no time for false heroics. Leave the sample and walk away. There's an escape pod up there. To take you back to the life you once had. We can both have everything we want.
His face to his face.
What do you want?
I'll tell you what I want. I want my sister back, fucker.
Okay. Yeah, like this man is too
But surely
cocky.
by now, I never lose.
No. This time you do.
Such a waste. All this to save one life. Don't think you've stopped us. The data gathered here will carry the protocol to the next phase. As for you,
Me?
Self-destruct sequence initiated.
goodbye, Miss Nakamura. And Mr. Lee. I do hope you've enjoyed your stay at Black Iron.
Reactor core approaching
Great. Surely he took the. Wait, let me go back here real quick. Wait, where's the dead body at? All right, the body just disappeared. Got that. He's actually running. Nice. Not this awkward jog that he's been doing the whole game. Trying to find as much health as possible just in case I run into an enemy or something. It's got an awkward run, I will say that much. Thank you. The music. You know what? I probably should have tried to find a boss by just throwing boxes at him. I'm surprised I didn't get a trophy for that achievement. And given the boss fight, I honestly feel like any type of resources you could have found during the fight, it would have been better not to have them in boxes, because I've died multiple times trying to look away from the boss, crack the box open, and not get one shot, because, well, the boss one shots you.
Run!
Wait, who is he talking to? She already gone? Usually she's like standing and waiting. Did I mess up the sequence? She's just standing there waiting for me. Oh my gosh. This is just... I have no words. I have no words. There's only one space for one pod.
There's just one.
Nah, get real nice and cozy with each other. That's all you gotta do.
You don't know what you're doing.
I didn't. But I do now. I can't keep running from what I've done.
What are you talking about?
Sorry. For everything.
No.
Data transfer complete.
That transfer worked both ways. He learned more about me, and I learned more about him. In the chaos of the moment, I didn't realize he had also given me the evidence I was looking for all along, and sacrificed his life so that I could expose the truth. Was he trying to make up for the pain he caused, or just chasing some kind of redemption? Either way, I hope he found some peace.
Handle his business against the whole horde of them.
Jacob, there might be a way out after all.
Reactor 4 temporary status activated.
But I'm going to need your help.
Again? This is really this is a really long beat on maximum security. Haha, I did it, guys. I don't even know. I guess they were trying to recapture the ending from Dead Space 1. Where I'm not gonna say anything because the newest remake is coming, and some people don't want to spoil people. But I don't even know where to begin. I will start with this. Extremely disappointed. What time we got? We finished. Oh, this is an hour left, so once I finish, I think I'm just gonna use this whole time to digest and understand what we just experienced here. But no, I extremely disappointed with this game. I referenced Dead Space a lot, and leading up to the remake and the release of this game, the reason I was hyped for it initially because of the history of the person working on it, and of course it's not just a one-man team that made Dead Space, but you still have a pivotal person part of the team. But I'll just break down. I'll probably do like a separate video review after this, but yeah, just 6 out of 10. Yeah, I'm sticking with that 6 out of 10. Where to begin? The gameplay, the combat was very boring. Like when I first started playing, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool because unlike other survival horror games, your Resident Evils, I'm just referencing Resident Evil 2, that's the funny thing. Your melee isn't your strongest tool unless you're suplexing people in Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6. But having an option to actually do melee as something you can use was a nice change of pace. The issue definitely becomes the fact that, well, nothing really changes afterwards. Like maybe it's on me for not upgrading the baton further, but the boss battles were just the same because the combat wasn't anything interesting. Left dodge, right dodge. The enemy variety wasn't really interesting. Your weapon choices were very boring, extremely boring to say the least. 2 shotguns, don't know why. 2 pistols, don't know why. You get 1 assault rifle, and that's about it. Yes, they did have alt firing modes, but some of the alt firing modes sounded boring, and 2, most importantly, is how far they were down the skill tree to where I just didn't access them because I didn't want to dump all my credits to unlock them. So I guess the game, if there is a new game plus, I'm assuming that's what continue is. And sure, the more you play, then you'll be able to unlock all of them. But yeah, no, the combat was. It's the type of combat where it gets stale very quickly after a while. The story was just everywhere. A part of me feels like if you finish the game with Jacob dying as some type of redemption, that I guess that would have been fine, maybe sorta. But that I know a way out jump scare at the end just felt so horribly misplaced, extremely misplaced. um Again, the story was just all over the place. I didn't know when they were trying to use Jacob's dead partner to really get creative with the psychological aspect of it, especially once they got the implant and you saw him in some areas, but they didn't really do anything meaningful with it, you know. Instances where I was expecting them to have him pop up or hear whispers or voices or see things, nothing happened. And when they did start to use him, they just started using him frequently to where it removed the impact behind it. Again, the boss fights, the two head bosses, mini bosses, were supposed to be extremely boring, like extremely boring. There is no mechanic to them. Even the final boss had something, not much, but something to it. Whereas the two heads, they just started to, after they introduced them the first time, they just started tossing them back to back. Well, it felt like back to back. It was a short game, so if I was playing on like normal difficulty and speed running it, they not even just speed running, almost feel like normally pacing would feel like back to back. But the two head boss was extremely boring because there's no mechanics. All you can do is left, right, dodge, as it does this one hit. It's very boring. There's nothing to it. You have to come off with something. Not expecting this game to have the craziest combat like God of War, but after coming off of something like God of War in terms of variety to the bosses, or a multitude of different games with boss mechanics with variety to them, they just lack them. So to this, here's a two-head fight, dodge, 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 shoot. The Ferris guy, having him pop up when he did just didn't make any sense. There was no build up to, you know, I guess you don't have to always show his process to what made him that, or you could have given like a little backstory to show how he got infected or something like that, but they didn't, you know. And again, the story, the only reason I was interested, of course, like any natural person, is just to see, well, what happened, what caused this outbreak to happen. And finding an alien species, that's cool and all, but and now there's a secret organization that's trying to advance human society or human evolution, and that's cool, I guess, depending on how they expand upon it with the obvious to clear sequel bait, because the bad guy got away. Shit, I'm just all over the place. I'll definitely have to write my thoughts out, but the good, I mean, I guess the good is the graphics were nice. While the game did crash several times, at least I was able to play it for the most part until the melee system really started to get in the way of me fighting. One moment the melee wants to magnetize towards the nearest target, the next moment you just whiff at the air and you just SOL and you just swing at the air. The environments were okay, I guess. Not much for exploration. I do feel like some type of puzzles would have broken up the gameplay a bit. I know we're not in, you know, the mansion or Umbrella Corp like in Resident Evil, but something to break up the variety. But yeah, it's like I'm sad. I'm disappointed so much. Like I was so hyped to get this game and play it, which is why I got it day one. I didn't beat it because I'm addicted to Destiny, whatever. But and there's definitely something there. But what do they need to improve? I'm gonna just jump straight to that. I'm just all over the place again. I gotta write my thoughts out later. But what can they do to improve the game? The combat, you need some variety in the combat. At least when it comes to the weaponry, the melee, I still think the melee can add some special ability. You have a stun baton. This is the future. Give me some stun mechanics or something like that. An AoE stun against the horde of enemies. That would be cool. The weapons, give me some variety. I don't need 2 shotguns. I don't need 2 pistols. I only had 1 assault rifle. Instead of having the alt firing mode, something you unlock later in the skill tree, have that as a starter. Make it to where the cost is, instead of 1 shot, it's 2, 3, 4, however pricey it is, but make the alt firing mode powerful. But the ammo limitation is the reason why you wouldn't just spam it against any enemy. And shit, I forgot about the damn tentacle mechanic, going back to what I hated. Yeah, the tentacle mechanic was just terrible. Like, it was just outright terrible. You start hitting the enemy, like once they introduced it as a mechanic, because early on they didn't have it, and they introduced it later, every enemy had it felt like every enemy had the chance to morph. And when they did, it didn't change anything. It just made them tanky. and hit harder. And the system just didn't really work right. It said you could stomp on the enemy to prevent them from morphing. I've seen the tentacle pop out, unless I'm supposed to stomp on them mid morph, but I seen the tentacle pop out. I would grab them, I would toss them to the ground and press the stomp button. They would just stand right back up instantly and morph. I don't understand it. When I'm fighting multiple enemies and one's about to morph, because of how the melee system works, where you can't really select, there's no targeting system or anything, so you can't really choose who you want to hit. And the snap, the aim assist, and just snapping to the target, or your shots being blocked by enemy B when enemy's A is about to morph, they end up morph anyway. The melee, when you're fighting an enemy that's about to morph, melee does nothing. They will morph anyway, so you're forced to shoot them to keep them from morphing. So overall, the mechanic just didn't. There's like systems in place to punish the player. Go back to Sekiro when you're fighting some of the headless and you have to use the confetti. I learned that the hard way to damage them, but it didn't. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just all over the place. Kind of just ranting right now, but yeah, the stealth section felt drawn out. The mystery. Danny's character, she kind of flipped super quick from I hate you to let's be friends to now I'm just going off on my own. Jacob, he was just a good guy. He was good. I don't know, like Jacob's character, I didn't really hate him, but he wasn't really how can I put it? He was just very lukewarm. That's the most I could put it. Like, I didn't hate him, but I didn't love him as a character either. The warden, he had some mystery to him, but he kind of just kept going on about evolution. That I feel like every time this dude taught evolution was in his sentence at some point or another. Like that's, and now we have a mystery on who the masked figures were. I can't talk. So yeah, like I said, 6 out of 10 is where I'm leaning at, because the more I played the game, the less I enjoyed it. You know, it was cool having the environmental hazards that you could toss enemies into, but at some point I feel like the game had them placed around so often, it was kind of, and this is weird to say because it benefits the player, but it was kind of to the detriment of the game. Because, and again, I know it's weird because like I just thought about how the gunplay is trash and the melee is just really bare bones, but after a while, it's like, oh, I could just toss you to the spikes. So I don't know. It's finding that balance to make the combat engaging, but also having the hazards used sparingly, so you can't just toss everyone into a fan, into a spike wall. Yeah, the shooting just, I don't. Yeah, this game's. Man, like I was definitely looking forward to playing it, and I completed it. And again, just going back to the story, I'm just. Why the jump scare at the end? Why reintroduce Ferris like this the first time you found this dude? The dude just came out of nowhere. Like, you just show up to the alien and then he just pops up and then you run away and he just comes in like, what? The pacing for the story is just awful. It didn't make any sense whatsoever. And I forget her name. The doctor. I can't really say much about the doctor. So. And again, I kind of do wish you could listen to audio, a small thing, but audio log is while you're walking around. That's why I didn't really listen to him. But the enemy variety, you had your basic dude, you had the 2-head splitter, one that spit at you, the invisible one, and then the exploders, and then the stealth ones that didn't really, they would automorph if you shot them off the wall. So there's that. Being forced to sneak around wasn't really. It got tiresome after a while. The jump scares, or like, it was so by the books in terms of how they wanted to place the horror sequences or moments. Like, I'm able to call it out when I'm walking through a corner. Like, oh, what is this? Someone's gonna pop out right here, aren't they? This is my first time. Ah, there he is. Ah, you sure got me, buddy. I'm going through the maintenance tunnel shaft. Whatever. Ah, the body's laying around. Let me guess, he's gonna drag. Ah, he's dragging a body. Ah, I knew you were gonna do that. But yeah, it's. Going back to what they could do better, make a better story for one, improve the combat, add some variety in terms of tools available to the player, not just relying on throwing enemies into spikes. Again, the alt firing modes, put them in front of the weapon. First off, give me some different weapons. Let me get a flamethrower. Let me get, I already got a shotgun. Let my stun baton have some electricity. So you got flamethrower, assault rifle, shotgun, pistol. I'm trying to think like a harpoon gun or something like that, something you can launch enemies into the wall. Get really creative. I don't understand who said, yeah, we need 2 shotguns. Yeah, we need 2 pistols. Yeah, we only have 1 assault rifle. Like it was the most boring weapon system in the game, and the shooting just didn't really feel impactful. You know, I don't know if it was just the difficulty or the lack of upgrading my guns, but the shooting just didn't really feel fun to shoot. You know. So, yeah, gonna sit down. Actually, I'm just step away for a bit. By that I mean I'm gonna log out. But in terms of what we'll be streaming now that this is over, gonna download Signalis. Gonna boot up Cuphead. Monster Hunter Rise is coming to Xbox on the 20th. So I'm gonna try to juggle those 3 games, and just to add some variety, so I'm not always just playing one game and then someone comes back the next day and it's just the same game. Like, try to get some variety, get some more people in here, maybe. But yeah, 6 out of 10 for now. I'm going to try to get a video out. What is it, Wednesday? Probably try to get a video out either over the weekend or hopefully sometime next week to get my thoughts together and just explain why I didn't. Oh, another thing that really started to piss me off is later towards the game when I don't know how many fucking crates I got open. There's a head leech that's in there. Woo, it's stupid. Turn the corner. It's a basket head. That's what I'm calling the little tentacles that pop out. It's a basket head. No, it's annoying. When you introduce a mechanic so often it becomes annoying than it is like intense. That's the problem. But yeah, it's just I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. There's so much I can say about this game that I'm sure it's already been said. But would I like to see a sequel? Of course. You know, I'm not gonna say I don't want to see a sequel. I just really hope they look at the feedback if we do get one to begin with, because I hear the sales figures didn't reach what they wanted to. But more of that game that you're amazing at. Oh no, is this a fun rant? Nice. I just finished the game and it left me a little. And thanks for being here, Grimo. Appreciate you being here. Hope you're doing well. And I apologize if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly. But I just beat the game. I just finished it, and I'm kind of ranting about how it was a game I was looking forward to so much last year, and now that I played through it, I feel disappointed. It's like when your parents or your friends are disappointed in the decision you made. That's how I feel about this game, because there's systems in place that I just didn't like. There's story decisions that I didn't like, and so much more. But I'm not going to be on much longer. As I was saying, whoops. I don't talk so long, the controller died on me. But as I was saying before, I mean, it's made up name. Oh, okay. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off probably. Yeah, it's about 7:23. So since I finished this one, but I was speaking about the games I'm going to be playing now that I finished this. Hey. I exactly. I would appreciate it. Exactly. Again, I appreciate you. But I'm gonna check out Signalis. I'm not sure if you heard of that game. It's a indie horror game inspired with Resident Evil elements. We're gonna continue horror, but I'm also gonna mix in Cuphead, the platformer horror difficulty shooter brawler game, side scroller, because I never beat it because I kept getting destroyed. And then I'm also gonna play Monster Hunter Rise, since that's coming to Xbox in a few days. So I'm gonna be juggling those 3 games just to try to spice up the stream a little bit or add some variety to the stream, because I've been playing this game back to back to back to back. But yeah, gonna make a separate video, put my thoughts out, to have a proper review, and we'll be back tomorrow around 6 p.m. Eastern playing. We'll decide. Probably I'm gonna check out Cuphead. I'm gonna go with Cuphead tomorrow. So I'm not even sure. Actually, I don't even know if I still have it downloaded, but I do appreciate you being here. But you caught me at the tail end of the stream after I finished the game, and frustration setting in and me hating the game. So I'm probably gonna go play some Fire Emblem to wind down for the night. Some Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I know Engage is coming out very soon, but I still have yet to finish 3 Houses. But I hope you have a good day, night, morning, evening, your time zone. I'm not sure. Only hard. I mean, fun games here. Monster Hunter is fun. It's not terribly hard until you get to the end game and you fight that monster that can hit you 2 times and you die. But that's where I'm gonna end that for tonight, and I hope you have a good day, night, morning, whatever your time zone may be. So, but thanks again for being here. I appreciate you. But take care.